And many of you made what will become lifelong friendships and spend hours and hours savoring these friendships on a daily basis. In these ways, this commencement marks the end of a very distinct time in your lives. As you leave this ceremony, you will take with you a world-class education, as well as experiences outside of the classroom that come from completing projects, doing internships, participating in athletics, serving in student government and other student activities, engaging with the arts, and serving the community. I hope that this political, cultural, and civic engagement will continue to be an important part of your future. Our collective future as a country and a world depends on this. And having attended Hofstra, you know what it is and you know how to do it. The idea of commencement is not just an ending of something big. In fact, the word itself signifies a beginning, a time to commence, a time to take all of your experiences at Hofstra, both in and outside of the classroom, the lab, the studio, and begin again as you move into work or graduate or professional school or whatever it is that comes next. And like most beginnings, commencement is an exciting time, but also a time of uncertainty. But you are ready to enjoy this excitement and to deal with any uncertainty. You have succeeded to getting in this place in your lives, this celebration of educational achievement, having attended college during a global pandemic. This is significant for your futures and will, in perhaps an unexpected way, serve you well. You all understand now something that before COVID, most people learn at a much later age, which is that your life, both personal and professional, is not a road laid out in front of you that you find and on which you then take a nice long walk. Life truly is what you make of it, and there are things that will happen that are completely out of your control. And it is how you react to those things, how you deal with them, the choices that you make in the face of uncertainty that will determine your path and your success. Most of us learn this much later in life, maybe when we have children or when a tragedy happens in our lives or some other unexpected event. But you already know this, having started college in what was probably for most of you a pretty typical way with pretty typical expectations. But then you had to adapt. You learned at a young age that the one constant in life is change, and sometimes it's unexpected and difficult change. And I hope you see that the pursuit of a good life, no matter how you define it, is not only about having goals and determination and hard work and some luck, as important as all of that is, but it's also about how you adapt to change and the choices that you make within these new and unexpected contexts. You have already done this in a most admirable way, and we know this because you are sitting here today. This bodes so well for your future, and it fills me with pride. On behalf of Hofstra University, I promise you that we will always be your university, and we will continue to support you, and like you, we will continue to grow in strength and reputation, enhancing the value of your degree. We will always strive to make you proud just as you have and will continue to make us proud. And after all, of course, one of the ways to measure the greatness of a university is by the success and the humanity of its alumni. And you are all now part of that legacy. So again, my heartfelt congratulations to the class of 2022.
Now I have the privilege of introducing a very special video message from the senior senator from the state of New York, our nation's Senate Majority Leader, and a great friend to Hofstra University, the Honorable Chuck Schumer.
Hello, Hofstra. This is Senator Chuck Schumer, and it's my honor to address the faculty and staff, the families and friends of the graduates, but most of all you, the class of 2022. Congratulations. Now, I'm really sorry I can't join you in person, as I do almost every year, but I'm sure with you in spirit. Now, first, a quick word to the parents. As a parent myself, I know how hard it is to raise kids these days and how much you've invested in them. But it all pays off as you watch your son or daughter receive their diploma and become an adult before your very eyes. Congratulations to the moms and dads. And now to the class of 2022. The challenges of the last few years have been truly unique, but so have been our collective response. The fact that we're still celebrating this graduation and not letting COVID stand in the way just goes to show you that New Yorkers won't let anything stop us from honoring what's so important in life. Today, you have earned a degree from a truly fine institution of higher learning, and nothing can take that away from you. We have a lot more work to do, but little by little, we are seeing signs that life is returning to normal. And it took a lot of working together to reach this point. As Senate Majority Leader, I worked hard to pass the American Rescue Plan last year, which put money in the pockets of families and small businesses who have been hurt by this crisis. And thanks to the safe and highly effective vaccines that I was proud to champion in the Senate, we're getting ready to embark on the next chapter of American history, which you will help us write. Right now, I'm pushing President Biden to forgive $50,000 in student loans, a crushing burden for millions of college graduates around the nation. With the flick of a pen, he could wipe this debt clean and create a brighter future for so many people, including many of you. Now, graduates, my concluding message to you is simple. Right now, it may feel like the future's uncertain. Many of you may not be sure what you're going to do next. But what has been true throughout history is just as true today. That even in times of difficulty, there are always new opportunities, new ways of thinking, of doing things a better way. Our nation is overcoming the pandemic and working to return back to normal. And we will need your help and your courage to rebuild our country even stronger than it ever was before. We must make our society better, and we know we will, because you are our future leaders, and we have faith in you. So to the graduates, I say once again, congratulations, good luck, and Godspeed.
I would like to ask Donald Schaefer, the chair of the Hofstra University Board of Trustees, to offer a special welcome.
Thank you, Provost Lenahan. Good afternoon. On behalf of the Hofstra University Board of Trustees, I bring greetings and congratulations to the class of 2022 on your graduation, and welcome you, your families, and friends to the celebration of your academic achievement. We are proud of you and all the hard work and determination that you showed to get to this moment in your lives, especially in light of the challenges you faced as college students during a pandemic. Please know that Hofstra will always be here for you as you go forward. You are now part of the enduring bond of the Hofstra family, and we look forward to seeing you in the future and learning about what will surely be wonderful and interesting lives and careers. As I look out at all of our incredible Hofstra graduates and your families and friends, I am reminded of the following quote: "Life is not measured by the number of breaths that we take, but by the moments that take our breath away." This truly is one of those moments. Congratulations, class of 2022.
It is now my pleasure to introduce our speaker for this afternoon commencement exercises. Michael Delaney is an alumnus of Hofstra and a member of the University Board of Trustees. Mr. Delaney is the Chief Aerospace Safety Officer of the Boeing Company, Senior Vice President of Global Aerospace Safety, and a member of the company's Executive Council. He is responsible for strengthening the safety practices and culture at Boeing and developing the company's comprehensive global aviation safety strategy. including integrated responsibility for product and services safety, aerospace safety analytics, global aviation safety system, and Boeing's Confident Travel Initiative to help the aviation industry safely resume global air travel amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Mr. Delaney is an American Institute of Aeronautics and Astronautics Fellow and a member of the Aeronautics and Space Engineering Board. He has been a member of the Hofstra University Board of Trustees since 2019 and serves on the advisory board of the DeMatteis School of Engineering and Applied Science at Hofstra. Mr. Delaney's advice and counsel over these past years have been invaluable as Hofstra University has grown, and we are grateful for his continued involvement in the DeMatteis School and his leadership as a member of the Hofstra University Board of Trustees. Mr. Delaney earned a bachelor's degree in engineering science with a concentration in aerospace and mechanical engineering from Hofstra University and a Master of Business Administration from Toulouse Business School. Class of 2022, I am so very proud to present to you your commencement speaker this afternoon, Trustee Michael Delaney.
Thank you, Janet. Thank you, President Poser, Trustee Chair Schaefer, our fellow trustee members, distinguished deans and faculty. I'd also like to welcome the family and the loved ones of our students here today. So congratulations to you on your day. And to the class of 2022, congratulations, welcome, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak to you today. I thought I'd tell you a quick story and then 7 things that I've used throughout my career that I wish I knew 37 years ago when I was sitting where you were. Now, unfortunately, 37 years ago, this building wasn't here, and the smaller schools, we graduated in the Playhouse, but it's still the same sentiment. And our commencement speaker that day was Carl Sagan. And Carl Sagan was an astronomer. He was a professor at Cornell. He had just had this wildly successful series called Cosmos, and he was very engaged at Jet Propulsion Laboratory, and he had been instrumental in the golden record on the Voyager and the plaques on the Pioneer satellites that were the first to leave the universe. And we were all really excited that he was coming to talk to us. Hubble was going to be launched. There was this huge idea he was going to talk to us about billions and billions in extraterrestrial life. And he actually spoke to us, it was really interesting, he spoke to us about nuclear war. And it was 1985, the Cold War was going very strong, and the United States had just announced Star Wars, the SDI initiative. And he was very concerned about the destabilization of the technology between the US and the USSR, and the fact that that destabilization could lead to a bad outcome. And I remember vividly his statement. He said the US and the USSR are like two adversaries locked in a room, awashed in gasoline, one with 11,000 matches and one with 7,000 matches. And I bring that up because I was telling President Poser before, you thought about that you went into industry with this heavy burden that we were fighting the Cold War. And then the reality is every graduating class has its challenges. You went through yours before you even got out of university, trying to get through here in the COVID generation and through the COVID pandemic. And now you're going out you hear everything in social media or in the news, everything is an existential threat, right? Well, I'd like you to think about that. The opposite side of the risk coin is the opportunity coin. And when you leave here today, think about everything is really an existential opportunity. Because in every threat, there's problems that need to be solved, there's inventions that need to be had, there's policies that have to be deployed, everything happens. In market distortions, there's opportunity to make money, there's opportunity to create businesses, there's opportunity to create value. So when you hear existential risk or this is a threat to something, you think, where's the opportunity in that? And I think the other piece of advice I'd give you as you do that, just assume positive intent from people. All too often today, with the hyperactivity of social media, people just assume negative intent. And my coaching to you is just assume positive intent from people. So how would I, 37 years ago, counsel myself on what we should be thinking about, or what I should be thinking about going through my career? And quickly, in 7 quick things, and I'll dive in a couple of them, but the first thing I learned actually when I was a freshman here from my advisor, Dr. Murphy, who said to me, you can be the best engineer in the world, but if you cannot communicate or articulate your ideas, you're not very much used to society or to your company. And I watched early on in my career some of the best engineers and leaders in the aerospace industry, and they had this ability to synthesize, to integrate, and to simplify some of the most complex ideas so that people understood them. And the other thing that they were incredibly good listeners. So my advice to you is to be a good storyteller and to be a good listener. Now, I know all the communication students are going, God, those engineers aren't really that bright. They don't know how to communicate, right? But the reality is we are a little slower in some areas, but the ability to articulate and communicate, so be a good storyteller and be a good listener. The second thing is, I graduated from Hofstra. I wanted to work at Grumman, and I did. And my plan was to work at Grumman, carrier-based airplanes, live on Eastern Long Island, retire from Grumman, and live happily ever after. Well, as John Lennon said, life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. We finished the F-14D program. The A-6F got canceled. The A-12, we lost that contract. And at 3 years into my career, I went looking for another job. And I got a job in California in the Douglas Aircraft Company. And my boss at Grumman had worked at Douglas. And I came back and talked to him about it. And he said, go to California. He goes, 1, you'll learn a lot. 2, California is a really great place to be young. And then 3, you can always come back to Grumman. And then he said the most profound thing to me. He goes, you can do anything for 2 years. And at that moment, I reset my expectations from this career at Grumman to everything was going to be a 2 to 3 year window. Now, if you look at my CV, it looks like I really can't hold a job. But in reality, it's planned. I reassess where I want to be every 2 to 3 years. And that's created huge opportunities. So, for example, I got an opportunity as an aerodynamicist to run the compliance of the rule that was passed after the loss of TW-800 taking off out of JFK off Long Island, and went through all of our type designs to see what potential safety risks were in them, and then got to design the inerting system that is on all of our airplanes today. Another time they said, hey, would you go to Toulouse, France and get an MBA because we're a global company? So I went to Toulouse, France for 2 years and got an MBA. If you're not willing to take those roads a little less traveled, sometimes you miss some great opportunities. So just remember, you can do anything for 2 or 3 years and not get off course. The third thing was, I'll be real quick on this, find who you trust and find your mentors and your coaches and your guidance. The people that have your best interests in heart. There could be more senior people in your organization, there could be more senior people in your life, but you need people that you can bounce ideas about, because you're gonna come to crossroads and want to know, should I leave the company? Should I do this? Should I take this job? And you need to have a trusted counsel. I have about 8 people that I've kept in touch with through my whole career, and now I talked about what's it like on the other side of retirement, but they've been very useful to me through my whole career. So find yourself, your kitchen cabinet, and really think about the people who have your best interest in heart. Now, out of that group, my fourth point, I was having dinner with one of my mentors in Yuma, Arizona. We were flight testing an airplane down there. And we were having dinner, and he said to me, who do you go to lunch with? I said, wow, that's like a Yoda kind of question, right? And I said, well, what do you mean, Bob? He goes, look, the leaders of this company are going to come out of this program. And he goes, you guys need to go to lunch together, and you need to build bonds together. He goes, you need to build your peer group now while you're young and growing, because when you're running the company, you're going to have to rely on each other. And he goes, most people make the mistake of hitching their wagon to a risen star. He goes, hitch your wagon to your peers. He goes, be a good peer. Now, out of that program back in 1990, I'll tell you right now, through time, the chief engineer of the 737, the chief engineer of the 747, the chief engineer of the 767, the chief engineer of the 777, the head of engineering, the head of product development, the head of global sales, the head of global support, and the head of commercial operations, we all grew up in that program and are all within about 2 years of each other. Be a good peer and support your peers. The last thing I would say is that realize that while you think you're leaving school today, you're just leaving the world of discrete testing. When you go out into the real world, everything's a test. And you're continuously being evaluated and tested by your peers, by your customers, by the people that work for you, and by the people that you work for. And most people miss that everything is a test. And I'll give you the easiest way to pass the test. Create more than you consume. Create more value, create more relationships, create more customer benefit. And everybody has to consume, so it's not negative. You've got to grow, you've got to learn, you've got to be invested in, but you just want that ratio greater than 1. And be really good at it. The other thing is people ask, how do you do that? And I'd say that most people, and I see student athletes here, athletes know how to do this. You need to set some goals for yourself, and it's 2 types of goals. You need outcome goals, like I'm going to do this race in this amount of time. But you need the process goals. How am I going to get there? What's my nutrition going to be? What's my recovery going to be? What's my aerobic benefit goals going to be? And you set yourself up for the time when you're there to hit your aspirational goal that you really get there. And so figure out what your aspirational goal is, and then figure out what your process goals are to get you there. Now, if we had time, I could tell you a story about Boeing versus Airbus and the A380 versus the 787, and it was exactly that. We had an aspirational goal, and we did all the process goals. And in that case, the process goals were investment in composites, investment in long-range twins, investment in 2-man crew. We did set all the conditions that when it was time to compete, the 787 versus the A380, we were there, and we won. And then the last thing I'd say, and this is probably the most difficult one, if you want to lead, you have to give all your power away. And the most powerful people figure out how to give all of their power away. And now I know as young graduates, you're sitting there thinking, well, that's great for an executive, you tell me that. But I didn't say a manager, and I didn't say an executive, I said a leader. And leaders come in 2 forms in companies and in life. There's the formal leadership and the informal leadership. And all of you have had to lead at some point in your career and your academic life here at Hofstra. And you can lead from day 1 when you get out into the real world or into your next education experience. So think about that, and think about how to be a good peer, and think about how to communicate well, and think about how to set good goals. And I think with the basis and the foundation that you've gotten here at Hofstra, you're going to be well on your way to a great experience. And in closing, I'll tell you a story. My son's a junior in mechanical engineering at RPI, and that's for the DeMatteis folks back there. You guys all know junior year is the toughest year, right? And it's the heaviest workload. And my son was in his heaviest workload, and I was texting back and forth with him about what he had going on in his research and his papers and his labs and stuff. And I finally said to him, I said, hey, Bri, junior year is the biggest bear, but you're at the beginning of your journey. I'm getting to the end of my journey. Enjoy every minute of it, because it's going to be special. And what I would say to you is, you're on the beginning of your journey after Hofstra. Enjoy every minute of it, but enjoy it with the people that you love. Enjoy it with your peers. Enjoy it with your friends. Because when you look back and you're on the golf course, or you're doing something with your friends, or at a cocktail party, what you talk about is the hard times you went through and the things that you persevered through. And you guys and girls, men and women, have had the opportunity to persevere through a really terrible college experience with COVID. So I think you deserve an extra special hand. Thank you for allowing me to celebrate this with you today. Thank you to my wife, Marla, who's with me today, and my family. And I appreciate it all. And good luck, and God bless, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Mike, for those truly inspirational remarks for our graduates. Let's give him another round of applause. And now I would like to take a moment to recognize our 2021-22 Teacher of the Year Award recipients. Excellence in teaching is our highest priority, and Hofstra University prides itself on the quality of our teaching taking place on our campus. It is therefore an enormous honor for someone to be selected as Teacher of the Year. Every year, graduating students select recipients for this singular honor. This morning, we are joined by recipients of the Teacher of the Year Awards. Please come forward to be recognized by President Poser. From the DeMatteis School of Engineering and Applied Science, Gretchen Ostheimer, Professor of Computer Science. From the Frank G. Zarb School of Business, Dr. Yi-Chin Lin, Assistant Professor of Information Systems and Business Analytics. And from the Lawrence Herbert School of Communication, Carol Fletcher, Associate Professor, Journalism, Mass Media, and Public Relations. Please join me again in congratulating our Teachers of the Year. Representing our alumni, we have Hillary Sirota Needle, class of 1989, the Alumni Organizational President. The university salutes the alumni of Hofstra classes of 1970, 71, and 72, and is especially delighted to welcome those members who are with us today. Please join me in welcoming the president of our Alumni Association, Hillary Sirota Needle, sorry.
Thank you, Provost Lenahan. Congratulations, class of 2022. It is my pleasure today to welcome you to the Hofstra University Alumni Organization. You are joining a network with more than 144,000 members spread throughout all 50 states and more than 100 countries. For some of you, your career as students may end, but you will always remain part of the Hofstra family. For those who have graduated before you, you have forged paths in virtually every aspect of the working world. And through the use of social media, it will be easy to stay in touch with your classmates, friends, and the entire alumni body. We invite you to return to campus. Take advantage of events, networking, and volunteer opportunities. Your Hofstra connection should not end at graduation because we all share a lifelong bond. We are privileged today to have among us another group of Hofstra graduates. Please join me in welcoming and congratulating the members of the classes of 1970, 1971, and 1972 who are celebrating the 50th anniversary of their graduation today. Will the members of the classes of 1970, 1971, and 1972 come forward to be recognized? Joya Aldrich, Michael Belkin, Tom Borks, Thomas Bragg, Donna Castelli, Bill Gould, Jack Johnson, Joseph Jones, Janet Kutzman, Paul Kutzman, Brian Levy, Anthony Lopes, Joseph Nudelman, Rochelle Potak, Larry Prince, Jonathan Smith, Frank Wolzine, William Zay, and June Rose Zeev. Congratulations.
And now, to the part of the program you have all been waiting for. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Engineering, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Arts please stand? President Poser, I have the honor to present those candidates from the Frank G. Zarb School of Business, the Fred DeMatteis School of Engineering and Applied Science, the Lawrence Herbert School of Communication, who have completed all of their requirements for the bachelor's degree. I join with the faculty and the deans of our schools and colleges in recommending that you confer the appropriate degree upon these candidates.
Graduates, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of Hofstra University and by the regents of the state of New York, and upon recommendation of the provost and your deans and your faculty, I am pleased and proud to confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Engineering, Bachelor of Science, or Bachelor of Arts as appropriate. You are now entitled to all the privileges and opportunities afforded by your degree, and our heartiest congratulations.
While the faculty and administration are very proud of our graduates, in order to maintain safety, we ask that all attendees refrain from touching, including the customary handshake and hugging. You may remove your mask by walking across the stage. Graduates, you can sit until you're called to go up. Your names will be read by Margaret Hunter, Associate Professor of Engineering, the Fred DeMatteis School of Engineering and Applied Science, Michelle Roberts, Assistant Dean, the Lawrence Herbert School of Communication, David Rooney, Associate Dean and Professor of Engineering from the Fred DeMatteis School of Engineering and Applied Science, and Letitia Vickery, Associate Dean of Undergraduate Programs and Assistant Professor of Entrepreneurship at the Frank G. Zarb School of Business.
The Frank Zarb School of Business. Michael Taylor. Romeo Guzman. Devin Blandino. Samantha Coleman. Declan Flynn. Jarvis Gates. Dylan McIntosh. Dylan McDermott. Dalton Says. Matthew Elder. Thomas Ford. Jacob Adesh. Jessica Smith. Krista Agostinello. Samantha Diamond. Casey Casey Collins. Giacomo Pezzoli. Emily Rose. Cassandra Castillo. Ashley Aviles. Arthur Silva Pimenta. Smiran Mistry. Melissa Lee Virtues. Is that it? Sarah Giger. Samantha Fortmeyer. Taylor Temple. Joyson Robles. Ji Wang. Matthew LeBlanc. Kevin Kulner. Mitchell Walker. Michael Martin. Michelle Martin. Michelle Mullen. Alejandra Escobar. Jake Santangelo. Isabel Fleming. John Mikolik. Frankie Gomez. Sean Flaherty. Ryan Morash. Michael Murray. Jennifer Chen. Cameron Waltman. Isabella Farino. Kira Hullum. Antonio Bonato. Ryan Russell. Vincent Pecoraro. Michael Hagobian. James Yopis. Linda Zimmerer.
Edward Brunner. Jerson Orozco. Edelson Diaz. Hannah Imperial. Sarah Schoenman. Thomas McDonald. Jason Mena. Jillian Chirico. Ashley Papura. Nicholas Camarada. Carl Veristugi. Samuel Rossler. Harry Hughes. Brandon Haight. George Anastos. Dylan Zach. Ryan Rue. Haley Carter. Mark Faelo. Lane Harris. Anthony Dionforio. Bernice Aquino. Cheryl Matthew. Christopher Braun. Sachi Kapoor. Lauren DiCarlo. Alana Taylor. Abayomi Ayola. Kyle Fatimbini. Andrew Bauer. Ayatunde Justin. Daniel Picker. Jonathan Wrong. Nathaniel Friedrich. Hannah McGuire. Isabella Burkhart. Christina Garcia. Jack Sokolowski. Jonathan Blankoff. Victoria Gaylor. Takai Morita. Simon Kasbari. Alvi Jamil. Matthew Jagrove. Patrick DeZuria. Benjamin Katz. Anjuli Lakeram. Lauren Carbonata. Tian Tang. Zihan Zan. Lucas Walsh.
Sean Hasselton. Daniel Cohen. Jillian Sarrow. Matthew Templeton. Holden Heller. Sage Heller. Daniel De Simplicis. Michael Scott. Nicholas Griggs. Darrell Brown. Ludovic Benjamin. Christopher Batashoff. Brianna Toney. Javon Hansen. Achilles Karanjunas. John Cook. Judy Zhang. Wendy Bradeen. Sharon Boundsey. Daniela Popovsky. Daniel Marinchesi. Seth Hausman. Sean Folega. Max Nelkins. Nathan McKay. Nathan Neal. Malachi Lofton. Christopher Talano. Dennis Briantes. Samir Mamoun. Luca Bonatti. Christine Gonzalez. Sudha Dakal. Zachary Duran. Kaylee Abbott. Nicolette Camardi. Jana Cohen, Angela Loizides, Ray Rostam, Anisa Singh, Manpreet Kaur, Loveleen Aujla, Daniel Bello, Jared Horowitz, Matthew Chiecki, Alonzo Rosado, Aitan El-Hanawi, Tautai Sioni, Kevin Sanabria Castro, Nicholas DeStefano, Sharon Fagan, Nicholas Masholi, David Kijek, Gavin Jones, Jeffrey Munir, Lucas Wengler, Max Rodriguez, Brandon Knupfer, Andrew Halya, Caitlin Rodriguez, Christina Mitchell, Olivia Carhart, Taylor Morgan, Benjamin Fash.
Thomas Vatano, Yangju Lu, Xishuan Jia, Isabella Floria, He Jiahua, Sahir Kokar, Monica Vitengliano, Faria Hussein, Crystal Madre, the Lawrence Herbert School of Communication, Nate Johnson, Patrick McCrossan, Elise Gatuk, Alejandra Cienciolo, Livia Appel, Emma Hennings, Jillian Santos, Isabella Wetherington, Ariana Fisher, Milan Diggs, Zachary Ferritra, Katie Tierney, Ryan Davies, Andrew Fernie, Mark Heron, Nicole Nolasco, Jackson Mermina, Victoria Licata, Eleni Kolasakis, Emma Stroka, Emma Gartenstein, Anamika Mantha, Cassidy Stewart, Grace Trott, Daniela Ruiz, Owen Kuhn, Francesca Thompson, Kat Bonenberger, Annie Bonenberger, Helena Kralzik, Ian Thomas. Aram Winter. Nathan Witham. Cassidy Slayman. Margaret Hart. Eliza Molsman. Spencer Fowler. Marianne Perino. Sky Boomer. Megan Roderick. Waleed Radwan. Kayla Lovitz. Alexa Jung. Samantha Dornabos. Gregory Petralia.
Matthew Wogan. Franciscina? Antonio Franciscia. Miles Callahan. Jalen Schlossberg. Casey Flynn. Ethan Tanzer. Darian Kirkrell. Rebecca Canfield. Katrina Cumbrol. F.A. Unuigbe. Hannah Merwin. Perry Allen. Tyler Dickinson Frivola. Thomas Doherty. Madeline Walsh. Jacqueline Cater. Jenna Katz. Alessandra Morganelli. Kennedy Kutz. Catherine Shui. Lauren Cohen. Nieves. Holden Nieves. Griffin Lang. Adeline Davis. John Hogan. Audra Nemero. Jonathan Puffer. John Michael McCaffrey. Bruno Rinaldi. Cameron Boyce. Robert Sweeney. Ryan Padian. Pagan. Aiden Schreiner. Gabriel Vanny Phillips. Matthew Mayer. Grace Genatis. Mia Zarcone.
Let's go, Madsen.
Christopher Madsen.
Let's go. Win.
Tyler Wynn. Jacob Pintek. Ralph Barone Jr. Ethan Stover. Shefsick? John Shefsick. Tyler Johnson. Grayson Junkin. Rebecca Dale. Jenna Sokol. Garagozlu? Christopher Garagozlu. Grace Langella. Cameron Faith. Daniela Galatro. Abigail Carmona. Annalise Perez. Tiffany Acosta. Leia Ruiz.
Damali Ramirez. Hunter Spears. Tyler Platt. Brittany Guedes. What? Christopher Peerage. Hi, how are you? Leon Story. Kyle Gable. David Blicksilver. Hi. Lucas Pino. Joseph Figlucci. Hi, guys. Jack Brown. Edward Fitzgerald. Thank you. Quentin Thorne. How are you? Samuel Yarnell. Hi. Ryan Ginio. Maxwell Underhill. Anthony Roberts. Blake Waldron. Kyle Russo. Daniel Lopes. I knew that. Michael Senator. Faith Schenk. Edward Gardner. David Lazar. William Wiggleman. Tatiana Aguilar. Joel Cox. Aaliyah Irvin. Julia Davi. Samantha Detweller. Caitlin O'Brien. Max Sacco. Andrew Maglio. Alexander Walensky. Adam Flash. Anne-Marie Lepard. Michael Solicito. Stephen Turasi. Hi, how are you? Brooke Bola. Anastasia Moskal. Joseph Thayer. What's up with that? Mark Povsner. Rebecca Williams. Caitlin Egan.
Let's go, baby!
Samantha Sievert. Matthew DiDomenico. Julia Eckhart. Ciara Guzman. Jessica Poley. Mingwen Wang. Luna Shigmori. Sabrina Lee.
Victoria Bell. Annalisa Pena. Zoe Schippenberg. Tarek Alabaid. Jasmine Lopez. Deanna Taylor. Giselle Mongi. Gabriella Murray. Umdalat Ajasa. Umdalat Ajasa. Athena Dawson. Frank Shields. Brandon Allen. Elissa Fielding. Emily Suter. Leah Chapino. Nina Travato. Maria Sullivan. Ashley Mendez. Karia Reynolds. Taylor Lindsay Riller. Cervantes Wilson. Dari Felix. Dean Ducharme. Sarah Baum. Yunzi Yi. Daniela Arguedas. Courtney Fegley. Jessica Fleischer. Elizabeth Artemieva. Mark Kaplan. Franklin Duran. School of Engineering and Applied Science, Fred DeMatteis School. Brian Clampett. Benjamin Johnson. Kevin Taroni. John Canzaneri. Joshua Ronald Cruz. Christine Kern. Franz Ludwig Maras. Laura Conway. Nicholas LaGrega. Sarah Elizabeth Rode. Aiden Downey. Syed Umar Ahmad. Connor Birmingham. Heian Wu. Carlos Uchapaila. Andrew Avalos. Elise Preet. Kathleen Carr. Jumana Rahman. Mufoluwasu Adesanya. Elizabeth Porishne. Emma Granquist. Justin Graver.
Eric Willard. Nicholas Wilson. Stefano Carta. Stephen Curtis. Jonathan Brandt. Camilla Larson. Hannah Chin. Noah Vitti. Ethan Buchel. Frank Martin III. Caitlin Boncaro. Emily Hughes. Nicolette Philos. Joseph Campagna. Carrie McAdams. Angelina Buduvas. Olivia Rampton. Harlan Turner. Dylan Sinato. James Dembski. Edward Marsenkov. Tomas Mamro. Todd Bitrupan. Alexander Sutter. Nicholas Palladino. Matthew McGurk. Andrew Bokor. Tyler McCook. Silvana Sedita. Ariana Yarna. Sundos El-Gamasi. Shakra Gada. Atara Israel. Francesca Filiberti. Joaquin Santos Moran. Brian Hirsch. Jonah Korami. Chima Odome. Mustaq Azad. Aaron Rojan. Leah Zhiling. Brandon Jiang. Alyssa Pancho. Noah Green. Yanni Triana Filu. Luke Ariola. Andrew Giovinazzo. Fareed Asgar. Esther Zhang. Mariana Cabral. Kevin Zhang. Tyler Bailey. Maraba.
Gary Ann Kamenas Seko. Thomas Voital. David Shacko. Alan Phillip. Daniel Penagos. Russell Berghard. Binsina Gwiniashwili. Brendan Mayer. Zachary Aranella. John Gallo. Andreas Medina. Sean Anthony Dowridge. Ryan Rodriguez. Alihan Kakiala Grogru. Sammy McDonald. Kevin Lynn.
Let's go, Kevin!
Mark Ead. Gray. James Dionisio. George Nicholas. Paris Banegas. Christopher Otish. Sharndeep Kaur. Jade Shepherdson. Sakachan? Shane Sakachan. John Carlo DeMeglio. Nicholas Demetrakis. Tarun Van Singh Pabla. Vinette Malhotra. Karandeep Balu. Dayo Shang. Maxwell Sutherland. Alexander Keish. Kendall Greenidge Bullock, sorry. Omar Al-Janubi? Omar Al-Janubi. Peter Dewar. Samuel Chris. Hassan Salah. Angela Trombador. Michael Moses.
Congratulations again to the class of 2022. And to the families and friends of our graduates, the mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, grandparents, nephews, nieces, cousins, children, spouses, thank you for being here today. And thank you for everything you have done to support these students. Graduates, well, you're all standing, so please turn around and let's show our appreciation and love for all the people who helped make this day possible. And let's also take a moment to thank your professors, your mentors and advisors, and Hofstra staff members, the ones who helped get you to where you are today, not only by teaching you, but also helping you through challenging projects and assignments, supporting you in myriad ways, many of which are invisible in student organizations, athletics, internships, clubs, residence life, dining, campus safety, and so forth. A big thank you to them. And everybody, please remember to share your future accomplishments with us and return to visit to mentor the students who follow in your footsteps. We need you now as role models because that is what you are, that is what you have become by virtue of graduating today and becoming alumni of Hofstra University. And we also need you as ambassadors and alumni for Hofstra to tell the world what is going on here at this most wonderful university. You are now our shining example of all that we represent. So once again, congratulations to the class of 2022 and Godspeed.
Graduates, we have one final order of business. To make your commencement ceremony complete, I ask you to move your tassels from right to left to signify the end of this stage of your academic pursuits. Following the commencement, there will be a reception for graduates, guests, and faculty at the David S. Mack Physical Education Complex that is adjacent to this arena. I ask that the audience remain in their place until the academic procession has left the stage. Congratulations, class of 2022!